Howdy. It's Cloudy, welcome back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't check out my last video, make sure you're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Also leave a like, comment, subscribe. And if you're not new here, but you saw my other playlist and you've been here for those reactions, understand this channel is turned into a more Marvel DC, you know what I'm saying? Theories and reaction type channel. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking about making another channel for another genre of reactions, but I'm trying to make it just one because I want these channels will be focused on one thing, so it's easier for y'all to understand what y'all coming for. You know what I'm saying? But today, we got everything always. Marvel Studios Young Avengers announcement 2027. Let's see, man. Let's see who they got in.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, aside from the fact that we've had rumors for 2 years that the Young Avengers are coming to the MCU, and if you've been paying attention in Phase 4 and Phase 5, especially recently, it's pretty clear that Marvel Studios has been building towards a Young Avengers to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Some questions loom, of course, like whether or not it'll be a Disney Plus series or headed to the silver screen, how they're going to handle some of the characters, or rather the actors that play them's age, considering they're not that young by the time we get a Young Avengers, and of course, if it'll even be called Young Avengers, with the makeup of the team. Well, today we get a massive
That's true. See, that's always a problem, bro. Is when they make a plan, then it's like, once they like green light a movie, right, or whatever the case is, it takes about 3 years to actually, about 2 to 3 years if those studios didn't start filming all that stuff before, most studios don't do it until like a script is fully written out and they know exactly what they want to do, and then they green light it and then they start filming. That's why it usually takes so long. At least that's what James Gunn said. They be trying to keep the same cast of characters, which is a beautiful thing. They trying to do it for us. But then they take so long to the point where these characters get a lot older. Now they don't fit the description of the character they playing no more. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a big time leap. And everybody's wondering what the hell happened with that. And then that causes them to have to make like an animation show or something like that. You know what I mean?
From the most trusted of industry insider sources, sorting out just that, when it's actually going to start filming and the timeline for it to be released. We're breaking it all down.
This
the
is
latest update to Young Avengers becoming champions and filming for Marvel Studios. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we do daily Marvel content at the channel. That's all we do. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That automatically enters you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. And in fact, we're going to announce a brand new winner at the end of this video. Again, all you got to do be a sub, leave a comment. If you want, stick around at the end of the video. We'll announce a brand new PS5 winner there. Okay, so this latest update comes from none other than Daniel Rickman. You guys can follow him over on Twitter at RPK News. And while I'm sure a lot of you who watch the channel semi-regularly will be more than familiar with that name, we've actually picked up quite a few new viewers and subscribers over the last month. So Daniel Rickman is the guy who not only has probably the most accurate track record when it comes to Marvel scoops in the last 3 or 4 years, especially trailer drop dates, but he's also been re-reported on from huge outlets like the Hollywood Reporter and Deadline, and again, been very, very accurate with his scoop. So this is what we consider to be the most trusted of sources. He weighed in about the Young Avengers series and Marvel's new plan for pre-development and filming. He said that it's going forward under the title Champions, which was something we had actually heard from Iman Vellani years ago, that she was more familiar with that title and run than the Young Avengers themselves, and that it'll start filming in 2026, not filming next year as some previous rumors had indicated. That means pretty clearly, and as he follows up in the scoop.
Well, okay, it makes sense. They got other things they filming right now, so I wouldn't say they don't got the space to film it, but they got so many things they trying to film with the Avengers movies and the Fantastic Four if they haven't finished filming that. And all these other things, Spider-Man 4, perhaps, maybe they still trying to think about putting, so it is a lot they doing. That's why I'm like, bro, it's so many things, so many projects. I gotta hire more people, bro. That's just, hey, look, bro, I can handle like 3 projects for y'all, bro. I'll write like, bro, hit me up. I'm telling you, Marvel, they gonna hit me up sooner or later, bro. They gonna be like,
it won't be released until after Secret Wars, but he stopped short of saying whether or not it'll be a Disney Plus series or it'll go to the silver screen. Now there's a ton to unpack here, but we'll start with this. We knew they were going to do something when we saw the post-credit scene of the Marvels, and I assume since Miss Marvel will definitely be a part of the upcoming Avengers movies and Secret Wars, maybe not a huge role, but she'll be in them. And we know that she's already met Kate Bishop on screen. They're going to go ahead and create some overlap with these characters that is starting to exist in the MCU. We've had a ton of the pieces added, like most recently Wiccan and Agatha all along, but some of them haven't even met yet, and of course that would be a lot of heavy lifting to do before they
wasn't there like a post-credit scene? I don't know what it was, like for what movie or show it was, but I remember seeing it. I think I seen it on Instagram, but they all met each other, or not all of them, but majority of them, I guess, all met each other. Right?
And I think it's just easier to have the pieces that do fit into Secret Wars work together, say Kate Bishop and or Miss Marvel, and then whatever remnants of a team is left after that, they sort of come together and form their own Avengers. And I think it'll work the same way in the MCU narrative as it will in the real world for Marvel Studios. Let me explain. In the wake of obviously Avengers Endgame, there hasn't been an Avengers in the MCU or an Avengers movie for over.
And I know exactly who should play Miles Morales, bro. Y'all know, because I just saw he might get casted for the Black Ranger in a Power Ranger movie that allegedly is in the works. He might get casted as a Black Ranger, but the black kid, what was his name? He played in Cobra Kai, bro, but I think they called him Speedy or something like that. At least I'm gonna call him Speedy, bro. It's fast, you know what I'm saying? But I think he could play a Miles Morales variant because he's young enough. He got the fighting experience, you know what I'm saying? Or it could be this dude named Miles. He played in he played in one of these family shows. I'll put a picture up of both of them, you know what I'm saying? But those two, they could both play Miles Morales. Y'all can see which one does the best when the casting comes, but one of them could play Miles Morales, and I feel like he should be brought in for the Young Avengers. Why not? He's still young, or at least you could just say his story is still young during this time while y'all bringing it to live action. Y'all could just do that, bro. Why not have bro? Why not have the Black Spider-Man a part of the Young Avengers, bro? Just do it.
Half decade.
Why not, bro?
This time, bring the live action plan to combat that is to have a team ready to go, like the Champions or a Young Avengers. So before it takes another, say, half decade, 6 years to get to Avengers 7 and 8, we have a different Avengers team, and that's why recently we heard from a separate industry insider that Marvel Studios wanted this Young Avengers Champions team to be one of the faces of the MCU going forward. That makes perfect sense. That's basically in a vacuum to replace the fact it'll probably be a while before we get another Avengers movie, and they don't want to do what they just did in Phase 4 and leave everybody hanging with no Avengers on the horizon. Not that one absolutely substitutes for the other.
I just learned about a lot of these phases.
With Google Workspace, you can create a Gmail account with your own domain and
I think it's very safe to assume that the Champions will exist in that Avengerless bubble after Secret Wars, and only until we get to an Avengers team where some characters like Kate Bishop may get rolled into that, especially considering her character will be a full-blown adult at that point. Of course, we know Miss Marvel's future as a mutant is alongside the X-Men. But it can give them a clear timetable to operate with this team and explain why they're functioning as the Avengers when maybe some of the characters may be a little bit younger, say like Riri Williams Ironheart, than your normal Avengers outing. Still, Riri Williams is in college by this point, and again, some of these characters are out of college. They're not exactly all very young. Even though Miss Marvel and Wiccan and some of them will be sub-20, some of them will be young adults at that point. And I think Marvel recognizes this and sees that maybe slapping a Young Avengers title on the show, it doesn't really work anyway. Champions avoids all that. Plus, they don't have to worry about the Avengers logo being attached to a project like this, especially if it ends up on Disney Plus like the rumors, and worrying about what that might do to the Avengers brand overall.
And bro, see, and they think about releasing it on Disney Plus, bro. Which I mean, where else they gonna release it, nigga? You know what I'm saying? It's owned by Disney, you know, but it's just, you know, that's what I'm like, bro. Because if y'all didn't remember, Disney and Marvel is probably going to be sold, you know, and that can change a lot of things for the projects being pushed on Disney, you know. So I'm hoping if this does happen, and I hope it does happen, if this new person buying it ain't with all that wokes, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Bro, if this shit is on Disney Plus, it might, like, the script might be bad. And I'm only saying that because, you know, they're going to try to change the script to please a lot of people, you know, and that's what kills a lot of the stories and stuff from Marvel. And I think Kevin Feige probably even sees that. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably sure Sony probably sees that, which is probably why Sony don't want to give the rights to Spider-Man to Marvel. Now I think about it, that might be a reason. You know, I'm just saying.
But to take away from the shine or what it means to be an Avengers movie, which at this point is pretty much Marvel saying, when we do our huge crossovers for now, it's going to be under the Avengers title. That might all change in the Mutant Saga, and we may find that the X-Men become that title, but with all the billions invested and the memories and what an Avengers movie at the theaters means, there's a good chance they'll press forward with that, and they can avoid having to worry about any overlap with the title if they just call it Champions. Now, that being said,
that's cool.
I want to point out something that may be going on here and learn from, say, the Industry
that.
Insider Mill mistakes that were made in early Phase 4, right after Disney Plus was announced, late 2019, all the way through 2020. When we started hearing reports and rumors of TV shows that could come to Disney Plus, we were hearing about Secret Invasion. At the same time, we were hearing about separately a Nick Fury-led show that at the time we thought was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Turns out they were the exact same show, we just didn't know it. And I wonder if some of the scoops we've heard, perhaps about a Wiccan Season 1, which is a continuation of Agatha All Along in a search to find his brother, or say Hawkeye Season 2, where he may still be working with Kate Bishop. Some of these might actually be storylines that they're working in to the Champion show. So where we're
got a lot
scoops
of storylines,
that this
bro,
and that show may be coming,
really
really they're all just parts of ideas that Marvel's going to work together into one show like Champions, and we'll have to wait and see if some of these titles haven't already been rolled into that, but I have a sneaking suspicion they have. Would you guys let me know all your thoughts down below? Are you hyped for a Champions show? What do you want to see the team
line up? I ain't gonna lie. Oh, it's gonna be a show? Okay, the show might, a TV series might actually be a good thing. Because if they do decide to change some characters to keep the age thing going, and it won't hurt them, but in a movie sense it might, you know. But I think the TV series might actually do well, because it gives, if the characters aren't the same, it gives them a chance to like kind of prove that they actually do fit that role. So it grows on people, you know what I'm saying? Like every episode a character is going to grow on the person. So if they don't cast the same exact people, they still have very good benefits out of doing the TV show as opposed to a movie. You know what I'm saying? Because a movie is like, after that hour, bro, if that shit didn't grow on him because they weren't on screen enough, it just didn't grow on him or her. You know what I'm saying? But a TV series gives characters enough chances to be on screen more too, as well, and also for the audience to actually have these characters grow on them. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think a TV series is pretty good. So what they gonna call it? Avengers Champions, or Champions Avengers? Or the Avengers Champions? Oh, that's hard. That's what they should call it. The Avengers Champions.